Hey guys, this is Tim and Jess from the Real Financial Group. We wanted to do kind of a quick informational video about what we call the largest transfer of wealth. So really, Jesse, what is the largest transfer of wealth?
It is one of my favorite topics to talk about.
Okay.
I was on a conference call about a year ago with Bloomberg, and the topic was the largest transfer of wealth in the history of the world. And what it is the Census Bureau documents that 70% of all closely held businesses will transfer ownership in the next decade. The data shows that 70% of all closely held businesses, their principal owner, will reach full retirement age in the next 10 years.
Okay, so break it down. What is a closely held business?
That is anyone that owns a business that's not publicly traded.
Okay.
And those businesses range from NASCAR to the Hobby Lobby, right? Those are all considered closely held businesses, to a mom and pop sandwich shop, right? A broad spectrum of businesses. But 70% of all closely held businesses in the United States. And over the last 2 decades, closely held businesses, large corporations have kind of gone the way. There still exists, but there's no pensions. People really are independent business owners. There's this huge demographic. And because of that, this past tax law change, which everybody thought was the greatest thing in the world, for those of us professionals who deal with business owners, we know that those law changes were put in place to capture a significant amount of this transfer of wealth.
Okay.
So if I'm going to leave you my business as my son, or I'm going to sell you my business, there were some different rules in place for family-held transfers that don't exist anymore. Step-up in basis. Those are all things that we planned around for decades, and they've all changed. And so for business owners who want to sell their business, get full value, right? These are their dreams, the things that they've built.
Yeah, right. It's the retirement plan. It's the idea that you build this business for 20, 25 years, 30 years, and then you get retirement age and you sell it and you're able to cash out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, for most people, the thought of that tax law was, oh, wow, this is great. I get a little bit of advantage. But from what you were explaining, it really, for a business owner, it really wasn't all that great.
No, the government knew, right? It's the Census Bureau that came up with the data. They knew that one of the ways that they could help to pay down all of this debt that we've incurred as a nation is to capture this taxes on the transfer. So there's some really cool things that we do, though, to help business owners. One of them is Super 401k, which we'll do a separate video on. Super 401ks, which will allow you to put away a significant amount of money for the owners at a very little employee cost. And then those dollars, because they're being put away in retirement accounts for the owners, they're not considered like traditional deductible items.
Right. So when you go to sell that business, it shows as value in the business.
Correct.
It's not just
correct,
like a 401k, which is a separate part, right?
Because we see a lot of business owners who have a value in their mind of their business, right? But they also, a lot of them, and so if you're watching this and you think this is me, this is really everyone, for the most part, where you have an idea in your mind of what's going to happen with your business. A relative or a child is going to take it over, or you have someone you're going to sell it to, and this is a value in your mind, but without proper planning, those things very, very seldom come to fruition. And so that's what we do. We help you with that planning, starting that conversation and putting you in context with working with your accountant and your attorney, and putting together some strategic plans over the next 5 to 10 years from now, if this is your exit strategy, and to really solidify exactly what it is that you're going to do to get what you want out of your baby, right? This is something that you've worked, put your blood, sweat, and tears, and everything that you have is in your business, and you deserve to get what you deserve for it.
Absolutely. So if you are interested in talking more about the Super 401k, if you've got questions about how to structure your exit strategy, give us a call. If you're interested, we're going to be doing more videos on this topic. So like, subscribe, and please follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and wherever you guys are at.
We'll see you later in the week.
See ya.